Good evening, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you tonight? I'm quite excited about this video because I'm very pleased to have it. Is a machine that I got the same day as I got that Miele Revolution. It was on eBay. I was the only bidder. It was literally three streets that way on our estate. Literally that way. It is a Vorwerk upright vacuum cleaner. Very nice indeed. Let me rearrange and we'll have a closer look. So, the Vorwerk. This is the main machine in fetching green, as they all are. Nice angled head there that almost spins 360 degrees. Let's take you on a little tour and break it down a bit so it fits on camera more easily. So the first thing we have is a handle. The handle comes off very nicely like so. Then if we push this green button, the power switch with its doobies there comes out. So there's the power switch. And that takes the cable. Take the head off, more on that in a minute. And we are left with the main machine. Give you its credentials. It is a VK120 from 1989. Very nice indeed. Utterly filthy. The bag inside it. There, that bit comes off as well. Bag inside it isn't too bad actually. I've been using it a little bit. Has a bag inside of it, very nicely indeed. Genuine Vorwerk bag. This is the outer filter housing from the thing. Little bit faded though. And from what I've been told, quite difficult to wash, as in it's all glued into here, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that, although I haven't asked really, so it might be quite easy. Who knows? And then in there you can just about see the fan peeking in there. That's the motor housing. So, all good so far. However, as you know, with me, it isn't fully working. It was advertised as the brush roll does not spin. Now, I've had one of these in for repair earlier on in the year, and it turns out that one was a broken wire. So, I had a look at the ET340 head, which as you can see is a little bit empty at the minute. There's no internals in it at all because it wasn't a broken wire. What it was a snapped belt in between these two parts here, the motor spindle and the cogs. And it turns out that you can't, well, I can't take it apart to replace said belt because it's all pressed together. I tried, obviously, got my hammer out, fail number one, and basically it's all cracked, all the casing, that bit is loose as anything and basically won't go in. That belt is one that I thought I'd try. Need to get that back because that's from my Miele power head, but yeah, it's not having it at all. So little bit of a problem there. This is all of the parts that I took out of it. Yeah, need to think about what to do with that, but let's not worry about that for now because there is more. And what more there is this massive box of accessories. Woo! Basically what drew me to the auction in the first place. It was just a machine, I probably wouldn't have bothered. But we have the VTF 731 Kobo-san, the Vorwerk dry cleaning pan, like Zorb or Cibo Duo P head, which has seen lots of use. Some sponge rollers there, and this basically brushes the powder into the carpet. So we have that. This is why all of this lot comes apart, because to use this, you clip that into there and the handle into here, and that is the VTF all set up basically. That is it. So that's why it all comes apart like that. So we have the VTF 731. What else do we have? We have the hose, not a powered hose like the new one. Although the new powered hoses are weird because they've got a flipping cable running around the outside. They've had these cost, especially new now. And what's the new Vorwerk well into? A couple of grand in there, and they've got a little cable, tiny bit of cable around the outside, and everybody else would have put it inside the middle. So yeah, well, there's some lighting up here. Made in Italy. So we have a hose. Also have an upholstery tool there. I think we'll go through it and then I'll lay it out. We have an extendable one there. Lovely. Crevice Tool, very odd designed Crevice Tool. It's like one of those, but it sits in that way. So we have a Crevice Tool. Carry handle, this was the other thing that was broken. The carry handle, this had a tape back around it, you can just see it there. And the reason is that it's ever so slightly snapped. This is what holds the carry strap, so you can put the machine on your shoulder and carry it like a man bag. And this sort of folds back up inside, like so. And then this part should clip on, and it sort of does. So I think it's been forced at some point. The guy didn't quite know what to do. Yeah, it's not great, I'll be honest, but certainly didn't want all the tape mummified into the stuff, and some string as well. And that is also sort of the carry handle, so you can carry the thing like that. It sits sort of around the machine. We'll have it later. What else have we got? We have millions of bags. Nice genuine bags, quite a few of those. Very thick plush soft dusting brush. There. A radiator tool which goes onto the end of the crevice tool for radiatory purposes. A very nice looking hard floor tool with lots of nice brushes, and the front ones have a squeegee. In fact, that one do as well, so all the brushes have integrated squeegees. So there's, again, that looks very manoeuvrable. That doesn't have a part number on it, so I think it is just a hard floor brush. And we have a wall and ceiling brush, I think this is, which also, that comes off so you can presumably use like a big upholstery tool, mattresses, sofas, that sort of thing. So there's that. Lots and lots in a genuine box. In fact, there's an open one of these under the sink because I had a little bit of a play, so I do actually have 5, but there's 4 here. Koba-san Cleaning Snow. Obviously been around a bit because it's a very battered box packet. And I'm not sure if that means 1991, so it could be quite old. In fact, yeah, there's this one there, look, November 1991. But hey ho, we have some cleaning snow. This, oh, let me just move up a little bit. This spot remover kit contains spot remover 1, effective against stubborn protein, fruit and drink stains, and spot remover 2, effective against stubborn oil and paint stains. Inside here there's 2 little bottles containing the 2 different liquids really. Spot remover number 1, they're all open, that just smells of soap. And spot remover 2, which is a bit more empty, and it smells of petrol. It really does smell strongly of chemicals. Also, might explain why it's anyone with a flammable symbol if you like flammable stuff. And basically, the other thing I got was this Vorwerk bag, which I presume holds the extension one, like so. Like so. Well, that's a bit too long, who knows, but either way, a nice bit of Vorwerk packaging. The final thing this Vorwerk came with was this mail order form for accessories for the VK120, VK120 with the VK120 with the ET131 head, VK120 with the ET340 head, VK121 and the VTF dry cleaner. It's basically just a parts list. I'll scan this in when we do the big refurb thread on Manchester Vax. I'll scan it in, but you might be able to pause and watch it. But basically, I have everything apart from the hard floor set with buffer pad. I have a different style of floor saw. Curtain upholstery tool with Velcro strips. I don't have the Velcro strips. There's obviously something that should clip on under the fact. Yes, you can see the mounting there for it. And there is apparently a flexible hose with a built-in carry strap, but I imagine that's an optional extra. Yeah, basically it's got everything I can buy. It's even got prices, so it's dated, prices are guaranteed until December 1993, so I best act fast. So I can get 10 bags for £9, or the complete filter for £38. Extension one for 20 quid, blimey. 6 sachets of snow for 18 quid. Ooh, or a handy accessory vac pack. That could be nice. And look, I can even charge my access card. That's handy, isn't it? And they're actually are they still there? Up the road from me in Reading. Well, Wokingham. That's not far from me at all, really. So yes, that's very cool to have. That is. Get that scanned in and safely because the perforations are starting to tear. So that's also incredibly cool. So yes, I'm quite pleased with what my. Have I told you how much it cost? £20. So there we go. Look, you might be able to see it all there. Look, quite pleased with what my £20 got. But it even got that box. Very good indeed, but I suppose the big question is, if I just tilt it a little bit more, the big question that everybody needs to know is, does the thing work? And obviously, the main head doesn't, well now anyway, the actual motor van, the motor itself is spotless. It's a bit of a shame I couldn't change the belt, but the main machine does work. Let's just pop the bag back in and clip this onto the motor housing. I'll put all that in because I can't obviously take it apart again. And we'll pop the hose on. And we'll pop let's put the upholstery brush on. It works very well, perhaps a little bit dry, but it works. So the ET head works as well. The motor for that did run, but now doesn't. But yeah, it's not bad really. I mean, for the quite low wattage, what's the wattage on this? It is 250 watts. It's a dirty fan machine. So for 250 watts on a dirty fan machine, that is not bad. Let's bring you back over this way for just a second. Because I was obviously very happy with my Vorwerk, but the head was a little bit annoying. So I spoke to, some of you may know, Mr. Stephen Charman, fellow vacuum cleaner collector, who has a lot of Vorwerk parts. And Mr. Stephen Charman and I got chatting, and the end result it was he sent me a box which came today, which has some stuff in it. So let's go through the box now and see what we have. So in this lovely shoebox we have another carry handle, which seems to have a little bit of damage still, but ooh, that's a lot better. The click action is much better, so I will try and glue up that little bit there, and we'll probably use this one over this one, but we'll see. So we've got a spare one of those. We have a photocopied but still fantastic to have full instruction manual. Very nice, congratulations, we are now the proud owners of the unique Vorwerk home care system. We certainly are. So there's the manual. Aha! We have an upholstery tool with the litter pickers. That's cool, so in theory I could have both. Just have one as a gulper. I'm presuming that... Should they actually come off? Because that's not coming off. Ah, no, it is. I'm not going to force it. That's clipped on around the back. You probably can't see it, but the lug goes at the back. So there we go. Look, we've got... There's a slightly different colour green, but I'm not going to hold that against it. This was the main attraction. A new one of these. This is basically what I wanted, with an intact belt. So basically I can just clean that up a little bit. Vorwerks always fluff themselves up. That one was awful. Just drop that straight in. Even the motor's pretty good, and if the carbons are quite short, I've got some excellent carbons. So that's very nice, and I think that is it. It is. So, thank you very much, Stephen. A pleasure as always. I now have, well, will have, a fully working Vorwerk VK120 home care cleaning system. And that just about wraps up this video. I shall be reading the manual carefully. I presume that's June 1987. I was born in September 1987. So yes, very happy with that. What we shall do, not in this video, but what we will do is repair the head. Should we film that? Should we film the head repair? I think we should. So for now, thank you very much for watching the first look of my new Vorwerk. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.